Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And boy, what a carbon copy of yesterday, wasn't it? We can see a little bit of sun now peeking through that very thick cloud deck that we've had over top of us for about 3 days now. This looking from a Rondo Rock back at Turtle Rock, as you can see in the Columbia River, and just a skip of snow on the hills there. And this inversion will be breaking up over the next 24 hours. And what we'll see over the next couple of days is a change in our weather pattern. That's right, a winter storm system is moving our way. That will happen late in the afternoon tomorrow. We should see snow begin to develop tomorrow night, all overnight. We could see 1 to 2 inches of snow Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and then we'll see occasional rain showers, I think mainly for the Wenatchee area, as our temperatures warm by this weekend. And we'll have much more on your weather forecast coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Drugs or alcohol may have been involved when a Wenatchee woman was injured Monday afternoon after crashing her car north of Wenatchee. A bill proposed in the state legislature would make daylight savings time permanent in Washington state, and we talked to local residents about what they think of the permanent time change idea. But first, we begin tonight. The body of a 48-year-old Eniat man has been found at the base of a ledge near Highway 97A. Sean Lewis was found deceased by a friend after being missing since January 11th. In a press release, Jason Reinfeld of the Chelan County Sheriff's Office said Lewis's vehicle was located in a gravel area on the side of Highway 97A during the evening of Sunday the 13th. Deputies responded to the area and did not locate Mr. Lewis. Family had already removed the vehicle and there was nothing to indicate he was still in the area. Then on Monday, Lewis's friend went to the location and started hiking the hillside. He located Mr. Lewis at the bottom of a rock ledge several hundred yards from the roadway and reported it to the sheriff's office. Deputies and detectives responded to the location and found Lewis deceased with injuries consistent with a fall. It's unknown how he fell, but the hillside did have snow and ice on it. It appeared he'd been there since at least the previous day. In other news, a Wenatchee woman was injured Monday afternoon when she crashed her car north of town. State troopers say 61-year-old Julie Lotka was northbound on Highway 97A at around 3:40 p.m. when she lost control of her Toyota Echo about a mile south of Eniat. The car rolled about 30 to 40 feet down an embankment. Lotka was transported to Confluence Health for treatment. Troopers say DUI charges are pending. Well, a bill proposed in the state legislature would make daylight savings time permanent in Washington state. It's not a new proposal. It seems to be brought up at the start of each session, but this year it appears to have traction with both GOP and Democrat support. If approved, sunrise and sunset would be 1 hour later in the day between November and March. Supporters say there's new evidence to suggest an increase in car crashes, suicides, and heart attacks that may be attributed to changing the clocks back and forth each year. The measure would need to be authorized by Congress. If it's rejected by Congress, the bill says the state would then petition the U.S. Department of Transportation to change the state to Mountain Standard Time year-round instead. If it passes and is authorized by Congress, it would go into effect the second Sunday in March the year following its passing. Voters turned down daylight savings time twice in 1952 and 1954, and then it passed in 1960, and it's been in place ever since. Well, reactions are mixed to that proposal to make daylight saving time permanent in the state of Washington. Attendees at this week's Tree Fruit meetings in Wenatchee shared their opinions on the subject with NCWLIFE's Steve Hare.
Legislature has just dropped a bill, first day of the session yesterday in Olympia, to make daylight saving year-round. As a grower, what do you think about that? Come on over here.
Don't think it make any difference. To me, it wouldn't.
Wouldn't make any difference at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
How about you? Would you favor a year-round daylight saving?
I might, so long I could have the light longer in the summer. I'd like that. Yeah.
It doesn't make any difference
Doesn't
to the
matter. I work from daylight to dark anyway.
And I love daylight savings time. I hate it during the winter when they put it back and it's dark when you get off of work. And I know the original intent was probably good, but for me, back when President Bush made it, extended it a month and then, made it go on a month earlier, I thought that was one of his best accomplishments, and I'm 100% for making it year-round.
So as a cherry grower, it doesn't benefit you?
Doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. I like daylight savings time.
Steve spoke with several more participants who declined to go on camera. The majority of people we surveyed indicated no real preference either way. Coming up next, the number of homes sold in the Wenatchee area was down slightly in 2018 compared to 2017, but the prices paid for those homes was up significantly. The ongoing effort to revitalize Kiwanis Methow Park in South Wenatchee took a giant step forward Monday morning, and Quincy School Board member Alex Ybarra has been selected to replace former State Representative Matt Manweller in the state legislature. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Thanks to the help I received at Goodwill,
I have a job. I'm working now. Thanks to Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program designed to get you back to work. When you donate to or shop at Goodwill, you're really helping people find work.
Thank you.
Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
Antique Mall at Cashmere wishes you a happy and prosperous new year. With 15,000 square feet to explore, Antique Mall at Cashmere has something for everyone. For repurposing projects, do-it-yourselfers, and those with a keen eye for making something old fresh and new again, this is the place to find your next project. Antique Mall at Cashmere, their friendly staff is here to help you. Stop on by today.
Since 1932, Camp Seneca, nestled on the beautiful shores of Lake Wenatchee, has provided children grades 1 through 12 with the ideal location for kids to learn new skills, have fun, and make friends while creating memories that will last a lifetime. Camp Seneca's rustic log cabins and their staff serve to provide each group a unique summer camp experience. Register for Camp Seneca today, www.campfirencw.org.
Welcome back. In another news, the number of homes sold in the Wenatchee area was down slightly in 2018 compared to 2017, but the prices paid for those homes was up significantly. The annual report from Pacific Appraisal Associates showed the median sales price in 2018 was $325,000. That's a 12% increase from the $290,000 median price in 2017. There were 1,036 single-family homes sold last year compared to 1,041 in 2017. That's a 0.5% decrease. There was little change in the number of building permits issued for new homes except for apartments, where there were applications for 220 units. That's up from only 28 in 2017. Well, the ongoing effort to revitalize Kiwanis Methow Park in South Wenatchee took a giant step forward Monday morning. In a unanimous vote, Chelan County Commissioners approved $250,000 of rural county tax funding for park improvements. Following the vote, Commissioner Kevin Overbay said improving Methow Park is just the first step in the overall improvement of South Wenatchee.
And I had an opportunity to actually talk with the mayor at great length about this project and what it would mean to the revitalization of the south end of Wenatchee. I even actually did a little extra homework because I wanted to make sure, and I looked at this National Parks or National Recreation and Park Association talks about rejuvenating neighborhoods and communities through parks, and pulled that document up. And I'm also looking at small growth in small towns and rural communities through the EPA, and taking a look at all the benefits that can come with this. And the one thing that I did point out to the mayor was the fact that in my, looking back at the history of this community, this was the first time that I saw the Latinx community involved this heavily in the capital facilities project, where it's actually, to me, going to be a catalyst to help with the revitalization of the south end of Wenatchee.
Quincy School Board member Alex Ybarra has been selected to replace former State Representative Matt Manweller in the legislature. Madmueller, who was fired from his job at Central Washington University after sexual misconduct allegations, won re-election in November, but said prior to the election he would step down if he won. Ibarra, a Republican, was selected by county commissioners from Grant, Kittitas, Lincoln, and Yakima counties. On his way to Olympia this morning, Ibarra said his experience has him well suited to serve in the legislature.
Well, I've been kind of doing a lot of volunteer work over the last 5 or 6 years. I'm a Kuntz school board member and also a Washington State School Board Association vice president. And so, as well as serving on a lot of other committees, as well as the Commission of Hispanic Affairs. I'm a commissioner appointed by Governor Inslee. So I've been doing a lot of volunteer work and working with a lot of legislators in those capacities. So this seemed like a natural step to go for me.
Ibarra said he will seek election to the post this November. If he wins, he would again need to run for the 13th district seat in November of 2020. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
Family roles change with time. You may find yourself being an unpaid caregiver to a loved one. Caregiving can be rewarding, but also stressful. Taking care of yourself is vital. Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington has low or no cost services for unpaid caregivers, such as in-home support, care supplies, and counseling. Connect in your local area by calling Aging and Adult Care at 800-572-4459 and mention you're interested in caregiver support.
Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house, featuring great family dining in downtown Chelan. We've got burgers, pub fare, and the best barbecue around. Try one of our award-winning sauces made fresh here in-house. So grab the whole gang and come on down. Stormy Mountain Brewing. Beer, barbecue, friends, and beer.
Eastern Washington. It's a great place to call home and a great time to own a home. It's the ideal place to lay down roots for your family and your future. Gisa Credit Union thinks Eastern Washington is a great place to own a home, too. That's why we offer all kinds of home loans with personal attention every step of the way. We're your home. For home loans, we're Gisa Credit Union.
Everything we do is about delivering very high-quality care and keeping our patients safe.
We really work as a team here, and so that's really what makes it worthwhile.
I give 100% every day, and I do that because I work for a company that I believe gives 100% back to me.
The bottom line is we genuinely care about our employees.
It is the most incredible place to work, and you will be inspired every day.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, the City of Wenatchee and the Wenatchee Rotary are teaming up for a Building Communities auction to support park upgrades and a new BMX pump track at Lincoln Park.
We had heard that Lincoln Park was going to have a revision, and we had done the play structure, and we were wondering what we could do to help with this iteration. We've done in the past with the other two Rotary clubs, we did Rotary Park, we built that park, and then we also did some work at Washington Park. So we thought it was time to come back because there was going to be something new. So I contacted Dave and I said, you know, where would we fit in? And the BMX track just sounded too good to be true. It sounded like a great place. I actually live down the street from Lincoln Park, and so to see the vision they have for that. I mean, you're going to build a soccer field. The baseball fields will be there. There'll still be the stage.
We're going to redo the stage actually because it's
it's done.
And the
So
bathrooms.
And the bathrooms, and we're going to add another shelter, and we're going to redo the play area, which will be great because it's a bit splintery at the moment.
And it gets very well. I mean, every time I drive by Lincoln Park, there's always kids playing.
So that will be great.
And a splash pad.
We're talking about a splash pad, which
is
everybody
huge.
loves.
The one up at Rotary Park on Western is hugely popular in the summertime.
It's usually fairly large. It's at the convention center upstairs in the main ballroom. We have a nice dinner. There should be 3 silent auction tables, so very large amount of silent auction items. It's just just a fun evening. It's not only a good way to raise money, it's just a lot of fun.
Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. And man, there's a lot of details to get to. But first, let's check outside our weather window at what it looked like this afternoon. And we did see some clearing late this afternoon, which was nice. Boy, that thick cloud deck has been over us in this air stagnation. The temperature, the cloud inversion, it's been on us for the last 3 or 4 days. And we did see a little break in that this afternoon. Beautiful shot of Turtle Rock looking back from Orondo Rock in our Sky-Fi Tower camera. And as far as temperatures go today, with that low cloud deck, it just didn't warm up. In fact, it warmed up very little today. We started off the day at 25 degrees. Look where we ended up, 26, and boy, it felt like it out there, just kind of bitterly cold at times, a bone chiller out there today. 34 is our normal high, so well below that today. We're right where we should be, though, for our normal low temperature at 25 degrees. Our record was set back in 1994 at 53, and our record low, 1997 at 3 degrees. We're gaining some time still. Sunrise 7:44, sunset at 4:37, and we're still just a little bit over 2/10 of an inch of precipitation since January 1st. Now let's show you what we can expect, and there's lots to get to over the next couple of days. Tonight at 10 o'clock, we'll just see cloudy skies. It doesn't reflect all that much here, but this is the next weather maker that will be making its way into the inland northwest. We could see a little bit of freezing fog overnight tonight as well, so maybe a little bit slick as you make that morning commute tomorrow. Tomorrow at noon, we'll see mostly cloudy skies, slightly warmer temperatures, mainly because we won't see that low cloud deck over us tomorrow. We should warm up into the middle 30s for Wednesday, and that's in preparation for an 80% chance for snow by 11 o'clock Wednesday night. We could see 1 to 2 inches of new snow. That's overnight into Thursday morning as this system continues to move its way up the coastline. By Thursday morning at 9 a.m., boy, this thing hasn't moved much at all. It will continue to swing moisture into north central Washington, a 90% chance for snow. And then later in the day, that will turn over to a rain-snow mix as our temperatures will warm up into the upper 30s. By Thursday at 10 p.m., that system still continues to push through Washington state. We'll see a 50% chance for a rain-snow mix Thursday night. And then Friday at noon, still mostly cloudy, a 40% chance of, I think, mainly rain showers. We'll be close to 40 degrees for our high on Friday before the next system moves a little bit closer, and that will continue then to bring us a little bit of shower activity as we get into our weekend, too. Mostly cloudy for Saturday. We'll see a 40% chance of rain, and once again, temperatures very, very mild, upper 30s, lower 40s for most of us. And then as we even move past Saturday into Sunday, that chance of rain will go down to about a 30% chance, and we'll see high temperatures once again as we end the weekend right around 40 degrees. Let's take a look now at your quick lube and tune forecast tonight. Once again, a cold one, 26 degrees for our overnight low, which is about where we should be for this time of year. Fog in the morning, an 80% chance for snow in the afternoon for your Wednesday. 35 degrees the high temperature tomorrow. We'll warm to 38, but still, it's going to be a wet one on Thursday. A 90% chance for a rain-snow mix on Thursday before we warm up even more to end our work week on Friday. We'll see a 40% chance of rain, mostly cloudy. Same goes for Saturday. Mostly cloudy skies, a 40% chance for rain and 40. Then we'll warm up to 41 on both Sunday and Monday. Still a little bit wet on Sunday with a 30% chance for rain, but then we'll dry out and we'll clear out a little bit on Monday with partly cloudy skies, high temperature then at 41 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solion Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers, or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCWLIFE, your local TV channel. Give Solion Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
Where will you be a year from now? You could be working as a medical assistant. The Charter College Medical Assistant Certificate Program gets you work ready in 10 months. Add 5 more months to earn an associate degree. We prepare you with hands-on training and support you after graduation with job search help and interview skills. Institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, Charter has been training healthcare professionals for more than 30 years. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
Once again, a good Tuesday, everybody. I'm Dan Kuntz filling in for Eric Grandstrom, who's on assignment, but he'll be back on Friday, which is not soon enough for me. Let's start our Tuesday sports with a look at the prep schedule for today. Both the Wenatchee Panther and Eastmont Wildcats girls bowling teams in action this afternoon at Eastmont Lanes. These are non-league tilts. Panthers taking on the Ellensburg Bulldogs, while at the same time the Wildcats face off against the Sela Vikings. The Wenatchee Panther wrestlers, they're going to have their hands full tonight at home. The undefeated and first place Sunnyside Grizzlies come calling, while the Eastmont Wildcat grapplers, they're going to be in Yakima taking on the Eisenhower Cadets. Both of those matches begin at 7 o'clock tonight. It's a battle between the first place Kashmir Bulldogs and the last place Cascade Kodiaks. That's girls basketball tonight in Leavenworth. Tip-off is set for 5:45. Another Caribou Trail League girls basketball action. Chelan travels to Omak at 6. While in Central Washington B girls hoops, it's Indiana, Moses Lake Christian, and Manson is at Bridgeport. The boys basketball schedule mirrors the girls just a little later on in the evening. The second place Kashmir boys face the last place Cascade Kodiaks at 7:15, and the Goats from Chelan take on Omak also at 7:15. The Antioch boys take on the Moses Lake Christian Lions at 7:30, and the Trojans from Manson travel to Bridgeport. And finally, our sports schedule for the week looks something like that. Tonight we have the Pasco and Eastmont girls-boys doubleheader from back on December 18th. That starts at 7 o'clock tonight. Thursday night, of course, means hockey night. And we're going to have Wenatchee's 3-0 victory over Alberni Valley for you to enjoy. That's Thursday. And then live high school basketball this weekend, including Friday, as the Eastmont girls and boys play host to Eisenhower. 5:30 pregame, 5:45 tip with the news between the girls and the boys games. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this Tuesday. Grant, back to you.
Thanks, Dan. Recapping tonight's top news story now. The body of a 48-year-old Entiat man has been found at the base of a ledge near Highway 97A. Sean Lewis was found deceased by a friend after being missing since January 11th. In a press release, Jason Reinfeld, the Chelan County Sheriff's Office, said Lewis's vehicle was located in a gravel area on the side of Highway 97A during the evening of Sunday the 13th. Deputies responded to the area and did not locate Mr. Lewis. Family had already removed the vehicle and there was nothing to indicate he was still in the area. On Monday, Lewis's friend went to the location and started hiking the hillside. He located Mr. Lewis at the bottom of a rock ledge several hundred yards from the roadway and reported it to the sheriff's office. Deputies and detectives responded to the location and found Lewis deceased with injuries consistent with a fall. It is unknown how he fell, but the hillside did have snow and ice on it. It appeared he'd been there since at least the previous day. And finally tonight, tree fruit growers and researchers started 3 days of presentations and discussions at the Wenatchee Convention Center. Tree Fruit Week started today with the focus on stone fruit. Tomorrow is NCW Pear Day, and Thursday is NCW Apple Day. On Apple Day, researchers will discuss their findings on growing newer apple varieties like Cosmic Crisp and Honey Crisp. Both Pear and Apple Day will have sessions focusing on fire blight. That's a disease causing serious problems for growers in our region. Stone Fruit Day and Pear Day each run from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., while Apple Day is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The sessions are co-sponsored by the WSU Extension and the North Central Fieldmen's Association. Let's take a quick look now at your quick Lube in Tune forecast. There's a lot to tell you about, so let's show you one more time. As we get into Wednesday, don't forget an 80% chance of snow late in the day and overnight. We could see an inch or two of new accumulation as we get into Thursday. Thursday's weather, that snow will turn over to rain by afternoon. We'll warm up too, up to about 38 degrees on Thursday. For Friday and Saturday, mostly cloudy skies. Another storm moves in, but this will be a warmer storm system. We'll see a 40% chance of rain each of those days. And then on Sunday and Monday, 41 degrees. Nice and mild. There's still a chance for rain on Sunday. Partial clearing on Monday with partly cloudy skies and mild conditions. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
The NCW Life channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Guada TV. Street Talk and other stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. And the Arbiter of Stoke. NCW Life channel is your local TV station.
Hello, and what is up? Welcome to Career Shift Business Edition. I've got 3 choices: certificate, associates, and bachelor's. I'm going associates. And I'm enrolled. Stay alert, this game was pretty fast. Whoa, exams almost did me in. I'm back on track and picking up speed. And I'm in the home stretch. Degree complete, and I'm ready to go to work. Charter helped me make that career shift. Your turn.
Yes, we are live from Studio 2. And I am Dan Kuntz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got obscure holiday, today in history, birthdays. Tom Potter joins me in studio. How are you? And Rod Cool is my guest today. The expert is mine. We're broadcasting live from Studio 4, from Studio 2, Studio 7 here in downtown Wenatchee. Time for the obscure holiday of the day. Your dog to work day. Beautician's Day. It's National Selfie Day, and in honor of National Selfie Day, I'm going to take a picture of myself.
Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Mornings at 7 o'clock on the NCW Life channel.
Dear Mary Maids, just got home from a trade show and I didn't have time to pick up the house. Kids made chili. Jeff did a mud run. Oh, and Winston shredded Teddy's bed. Again, please clean it the best you can. Oh, except for the statue Max made for me. Thanks, Abby.
Hi, Abby. Clean kitchen, clean bath, clean floor, naughty cat, poor Teddy. The statue is precious. You should keep it forever. See you next time, Mary Maids.
Sir, I pulled you over today to ask you one thing. Is it true that Apple Valley Honda has a free lifetime warranty on every new Honda?
Officer, I'm glad you asked. Our lifetime warranty comes free on all of our new Hondas. That means you won't have to pay a dime for any major expenses. That could save you thousands. And no, you do not have to service with us. It's a great peace of mind, officer.
Wow, my wife and I have wanted the new Accord. We'll see you this weekend.
Hey
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.